Good day all, welcome back to South Africa, and this is South African Prepper. As you can see, a nice fire going at the back. We will be making a nice braai, or for our foreign friends, a nice barbecue later on. So, the just-in-time system. So, what is the just-in-time system when it comes to food? So, it means that a practical example is I come from work and my wife sent me a message saying that on the way back home I need to pick up some milk, some bread, and some eggs and some whatever. So that is just in time, meaning that you pop down to the local store and whatever you are wanting to buy is on the shelf. So this system works. It does work and it works across the world. Even in South Africa, it works fairly well because what they tend to do is they tend to keep a low volume of stock and it gets replenished weekly to make sure that whatever you buy is actually fresh. But this system has proven during 2020 to be the crux or the controlling mechanism to control people. So, why am I saying this? It's very simple because if you cannot go down to the store to buy a loaf of bread or milk or eggs or whatever you need for the next week, you're probably not gonna eat. And it's been designed like this so that they can, at the end of the day, the bigger picture for them, and the bigger picture is to control you. The bigger picture is to make sure that you don't have control over what you eat, you don't have control over your food. And if they can control the food, they can essentially control you. And at the end of the day, if people are hungry, they will pretty much do anything to make sure that they have food in their bellies. So the just in time system initially was good, and across the world, the just in time system works. Even in South Africa, third world country, it works very, very well because I can drive 100 kilometers to my local store and I can pretty much find any and everything that I need. Bananas out of season, avocados out of season, watermelon out of season. Amazing. But they are using that to make sure that you get used to having everything that you need now, just now, just in time, just now. We have a saying in South Africa, just now. So think about it because, and then the second thing I want to talk to you about is the mythology or the scare tactics about preppers. So we are preppers. Um, I'm not even sure how many years worth of food we have, but we have many years. Even though we moved all of our prepping food with, because it's thousands and thousands of rands, maybe even thousands and thousands of pounds worth of food that we've stored up over the years in order for us in an emergency, just in case. So just in time, it is just in case. And sure as can be, when 2020 came, we very fastly found out that those preparations actually helped us. Uh, I remember the bizarre scenario of people chasing around and fighting each other for toilet paper. I don't want to fight people for toilet paper. I don't want to fight people for a can of whatever, or a packet of meat, or whatever. So, in the olden days, farmers and homesteaders used to keep whatever was in excess, and they used to preserve it in a certain way in order for them to be able to eat it and consume it much later. So being a prepper is nothing new. It is just that the higher powers don't want you to be prepared. And they don't want you to be prepared because in a disaster scenario like 2020, they want you to be reliant on them. And once you are reliant on them, they can actually control you. Imagine yourself in a scenario where some kind of a disaster or calamity happens, and after 2 weeks you are down to your last food in your house, and you might have animals in your house or children in your house, and you are really desperate to feed everybody. What will you then do for food? Will you do what I tell you to do because you don't have anything left? You haven't stored up any food for a scenario like this, or you haven't taught yourself the skills to produce food yourself. And this is the reality of the just-in-time system. The just-in-time system actually only benefits the people that sell the product and the people that control what is being sold. And the sad reality is that a lot of farmers are just making a living by producing food, and they are part of the just-in-time system. So do not be afraid when people tell you that you are crazy for being a prepper. Do not be offended. Just go along, store up whatever you can, save up whatever you can, because I promise you, within our lifetime, whoever you are watching this video, in your lifetime, you will need whatever you stored up. You are going to need, in your lifetime, you are going to need something that you have stored up. And then you're going to remember this video and you're going to go, hey, thank you very much, because I stored up some things. Or you're going to go, this guy, I remember him, he was absolutely a lunatic. He said we need to store up things in a just-in-time system. Is absolutely lunatic. It's there for control. And then you're going to remember it and you're going to go, maybe I should have just listened. That's the reality of the world we are in today. Europe is extremely close, very close to a big calamity, because the Russia-Ukrainian war, the Middle East stuff going on there, it's a hot boiling pot all around Europe. And believe me, if you're North America and you think you're going to be spared, think again. South African Prepper, God bless.